Hello, everyone. Yes, um, just want to first begin to introduce myself to you. I am excited to do this video. My name is Tamika Ingram. I am an undergraduate senior at Regent University pursuing a bachelor's degree in psychology with a concentration in Christian clinical counseling. Yes. I am currently taking a course in Genealogies 402, Making of a Christian Leader, with Dr. Mike Mahan as the course instructor. During week one, um, under Learning Objectives 1, um, we were asked to define and discuss what Christian leadership is. And we began by reading Counts and Posner's Everyday People, Extraordinary Leadership, how to make a difference regardless of your title, role, or authority. And by week two, I was asked to search for someone, not someone that I knew, who was currently operating or working in a leadership role, and submit a leadership interview proposal based on my findings of that person. And the proposal leadership interview project is doing or was due in week 7 of the course. Okay, so this leadership interview project will last approximately 30 minutes using, again, Kaus and Posner's 5 practices of exemplary leadership. So, with that being said, I use that as my guide. Such modeled the way, inspired shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, encourage the heart, and all those in that order, along with the Christian Character Index Leadership Challenge Model. Now, week 8 of the course is Leadership Interview Reflection, which lands us here recording this video. Yes, sharing what I've learned from leadership interview and how I use the information in my own leadership experiences by tying those in the tying in things done from the readings and talks that I have previously stated, along with video talks by Greg Chrishell, The Power of Emotions in Leadership, and a few of the reads and talks that helped shape leadership development. And to prepare for this leadership interview reflection video, a few weeks ago, I interviewed a pastor named John Baber via phone or personal communication. John is a pastor at UNC-RUF's campus ministry. And during our 30-minute interview, Pastor John expressed to me his teaching style following the Kaus and Posner's 5 practices of leadership. He modeled the way for his students by using the acronym TDOEE, which is teaching, demonstrating, observing, examining, and encouraging. The shared vision involved the 7 college students who were embodied in the ministry's mission and vision, and the students' process challenging by revisiting what they had learned the semester before they returned the following semester, which I found was great, because when you're learning, learning is revisiting what you've already learned. And I found that very interesting when Pastor Baber was, expressing to me his teaching style, his leadership style, and all the styles that he used that tied in to Kaus and Posner's leadership development style. And that along with what I learned from him, along with the talks and the other videos and the other reads that we had, was quite interesting. And as Pastor John enabled the students to act by allowing them to challenge themselves. They had to trust themselves to make decisions. He wanted them to use their their style, or to identify their own ways so that they could um, learn from that and develop extraordinary leadership based off of his teachings, based off of what they've been taught previously or prior semesters prior to coming into the next semester, which I thought was great. Yes, and allowing them to make conscious decisions and stand on it, and learning the Word of God in all of this, and learning how to identify Christ as they identify themselves as well as their peers, and as well as those that are in authority. Yes. So the students' hearts were encouraged by hearing and knowing that they have exceeded their challenges, and then showing them what is good about what they have done. So all of that modeling the way also helped shape their the leadership development. And even with that being said, as I interviewed uh, Pastor John Bieber, he was very open to express some very tough issues, being a RUF pastor, being connected to the Presbyterian Church of America, which I am a part of, and currently serve in a leadership role there. But I did take from Pastor John Bieber that all of the leadership developments that he's taught, and that he's still learning, that we all are still learning, and that we never truly arrive. And just being able to interview him was like awesome, to learn his tactics, to learn his role as an exemplary leader. And I am grateful that I had the opportunity to do that for him. I also learned how to model the way, to inspire to share vision. To challenge the process, to encourage the heart, to enable others to act. All of that ties into the exemplary leadership for becoming a future leader of America, even in a counseling or church ministry setting. So I was grateful to have been a part of this. And I can take a couple of his guides to tie into the leadership that I have learned, or that I am learning, and that I plan to go on into a clinical counseling setting, or in a church setting. And also, I was just geared by him, being, when I said him, I'm stating Pastor John Baber, being a RUF pastor ministry on a campus at UNC Charlotte. It's tough. And he stated that the kids identify him more as being white, or a Caucasian male, rather than identifying him as being a white Caucasian pastor. And I found that to be very interesting. But in conclusion to this, I am grateful for what I've learned. I'm grateful for Dr. Mahan's course, and it has learned me and showed me how to scaffold upon the things that I've learned, and that leadership development is important, and not everybody can do it. But when you put God first and foremost, you will be that leader. You will be that oracle in the earth. You will be that instrument in God's hands. Yes. So, in the conclusion of this video, I am again Tamika Ingram. Yes, and I'm grateful to become one of your future leaders as I go about this life. And I pray that I be effective. Again, I thank you for your time, and have a safe and blessed day. Goodbye.